Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. I want to thank those of you that have done the check-in survey that I posted on Google Classroom on Friday. It's good to be able to see how you're doing, how you're spending your time. And I can speak for all of us, I think, when I say that this situation is not ideal. But I appreciate that, we're being honest and we're saying that we're trying our best, but it can be a little stressful to be indoors all the time. For me too, trust me. But we're making the best of this. I did get a lot of responses saying that the video explaining the Khan Academy concept was helpful, so making another one for today's assignments. So here we go. The first Khan Academy assignment that you have for today is called Multiply Perfect Squares of Binomials. This is similar to the other assignment that you did on Friday where you just multiply the two binomials. When you're multiplying these, make a generic rectangle. Here you have x plus 6 for your length and your width. Okay, so write those and just multiply. X times x is x squared. 6 times x is 6x. Another 6x here. 6 times 6 is 36. And now we just add everything together, making sure to combine like terms. So we have x squared plus, let's add these two 6x's together. 6x plus 6x is 12x. And then we have the plus 36. Okay, that's all you have to do for this problem. So just repeat that for the rest of those. The next assignment is called Factoring Quadratics with a Common Factor. So I'm purposely going to do this incorrectly to show you why we need to take a certain step. If I take this and I factor it like we've been doing, okay, we put the 6x squared in the lower left corner, the minus 60 in the upper right corner. We draw our diamond. We multiply these two to get the top of the diamond. 360 x squared. We take the x term, put that on the bottom. I don't know about you, maybe you're amazing at mental math, but I'm struggling to find what goes into this diamond problem as it is because I have terms that are so big. So let's go back. Let's go back to the original expression, okay? 6x squared minus 18x minus 60. Let's try to make the numbers smaller somehow. Can you factor out a term from each of these terms? Can you factor something out to make the number smaller? Like, is there a number that goes into 6, 18, and 60? And the answer is yes. 6 goes into all of those terms. So let's factor out a 6. All that means is that it's kind of like the opposite of distributing. We're going to take out the 6 from each term. So if we take out 6 from 6x squared, we get x squared minus. If we take a 6 out from 18x, we get 3x. If we take a 6 out from 60, we get 10. So I'm left with 6 times, and then parentheses, x squared minus 3x minus 10. I can now use that x squared minus 3x minus 10 to factor. Take that x squared, put that in the lower left corner, take the negative 10, upper right, make your diamond. Okay, we get negative 10x squared on the top, and we get negative 3x on the bottom. If you compare The diamond that we had at the beginning to this diamond is a lot easier to figure out, okay? Two terms that add to negative 3x and multiply to negative 10x squared are negative 5x and positive 2x. Okay, put those back into the original rectangle, or not the original, but the one that we have now. And find the length and the width. X times x is x squared. X times negative 5 gives you negative 5x. X times 2 gives you 2x. This is it. So your final answer for this is going to be 6. Don't forget that number that we factored out at the beginning, 6, and then times the length and the width that you got for your new rectangle. So x plus 2, your length, and then x minus 5, your width. You can write x minus 5 first and x plus 2 after. That order is okay. But this is what we call factoring completely. You do have some CPM problems this week that are very similar to this, so if you need to rewatch this video when you're going through those, I'm going to give you one more example with this. So if we look at these terms, we should ask ourselves, is there a number that goes into 4x squared, negative 28x, and 40 that I can factor out first to make factoring easier for me? What number goes into all of these? 4. So let's factor out a 4. Again, we're doing the opposite of distributing. If we take out a 4 from 4x squared, I'm left with x squared. If we take out a 4 from negative 28x, that would be negative 7x, okay? Make sure that when you're factoring out that the number that you're left with does multiply with this to get whatever you have up here, okay? So far, 4 times x squared is 4x squared, 4 times negative 7x is negative 28x, and 4 times 10 is 40. Okay, let's make a generic rectangle. We're only going to use this, what we have inside the parentheses. So x squared down here, positive 10 up here. Multiply these two to get the top of the diamond. That's 10x squared. Okay. The x term is what goes on the bottom, minus 7x in this case. Two terms that multiply to 10x squared and add to negative 7x are negative 5x and negative 2x. Put those back into the rectangle, find the length and the width. So x times x is x squared. This is a negative 5. This is a positive 2. So my answer should be, don't forget the 4 in the front, 4 times my length, x plus, minus. Sorry about that. Minus 2. And then my width, x minus 5. Okay, so it's like what we've been doing, except we're just factoring out a common factor first, a number that goes into all of the terms. This is going to make our lives a little bit easier. If you try to factor without taking out that common factor first, you're going to be working with big numbers. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot help you with this last assignment because it is a quiz. The difference between this and the other Khan Academy assignments is that because it is a quiz, it is worth more. The other assignments are worth 1 point each. This quiz is worth 10 points. And the percentage that you get on this is the percentage that will go into Power School. Okay, so try your best on this. It's a recap of what we've done so far, um, or what we've done last week. Um, you can reattempt this if you need to. They don't offer hints or videos for quizzes, but if you need to try it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times to get a passing score, redo it. And if you have any questions, you can email me. Okay, but I don't want to go through all of the quiz questions. It's a little bit unfair. That's all for today. Please let me know if you have any questions, and have a great rest of your day.